Hello. Hello and welcome. Welcome in, fellas, to May the 25th, 2025. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Sunday. Sunday fun day or something. I don't know. Man, it's been a while. It's been a while. We'll get into that though. It's been so fucking long in terms of like internet time. Uh, but yeah, let's say it's been so long I've forgotten how to do this whole thing. Uh, let's say hi to everyone though. Venerak, welcome in. You're on the ISS. It's crazy. You say hi to I don't know who's on the ISS right now actually. Um, I remember that one commander, Chris Hatfield, right? Pretty cool guy from Canada. Uh, Liquid Cake One, welcome in. I'm not stinky. I'll have you know I showered today. And then we got Brighter Malfin. Welcome in, Malf. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello from space. Yeah, how's it? How's it hanging up there? How's it hanging? All right, let's get into it. Whoa, whoa, new shades. Who's this guy? Who the hell is this guy? Man, my mouth is still probably not calibrated right. That's fine. I'll be a little weird with it. There's been some updates to cool fucking dude here. Thank you. No, this is me getting super self-conscious about my eyes not moving still, and I haven't gone back and fixed that yet. But so I quickly before this it was such a pain. I hate putting new meshes onto an existing armature is really okay. I'm gonna crank my not my hog something else. Hold on, mod list blend shape scaling. Yeah, it's aggravating. Yeah, it's so aggravating. Welcome in, bug. VRM. VRM. No, that's my blinking. Where's my A scale? Sorry. Snack Studio had some updates. Pretty good updates, frankly. But all my calibrations were like really off. And before I did not have to scale things up very much at all. Wow, where even? Okay, I think that's, well, no. Where's my A? A scaling? A scaling's so turned up already. All right, it's fine, probably. Don't know if we are supposed to see, but we have a black screen. We have a black screen. Wait, what? Hold on. No, that's just the PowerPoint. That's Libre Impress. Oh yeah, Blender. Yeah, Blender's. Yeah, I. It's just how I cropped it. Yeah, we're all good. Thank you. I was worried for a second. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, this is just Impress because this is the dockets. We're docketeering. Yes, I think that's yeah, that's better. Yeah, I was in Kiri, the creator of Snake Studio. I was in their Discord, and after I applied the updates, and I was like, "Did everything break? Did you rename the VRM blend shapes?" And she was like, "No." And yeah, I had to like crank all the scaling like way up, like way more than I had to before. I guess I'm not a very expressive person, I suppose. But yeah, Time, you see, where the fuck have you been? Where the fuck have you been, man? It's been over 2 weeks. It's been 15 days now since we were last on here. But we'll talk about that. Basically, being employed sucks and I hate it. And I'm so envious of people that are not. Which probably isn't a good thing to say, but I don't know. I don't know, man. So ironically develop skill. You gotta be go hog wild with the face movements. Yeah, I've heard that. It's just like it's so much more than I anticipated. Um, be envious of those who don't need to be. Yeah, maybe that's better. But yeah, I haven't been on here because of work. There's been like so much shit happening that we've been trying to. Oh, congrats on dying salad for. Okay, that's the first canonical while I'm actually streaming 10-second timeout. Let's fucking go. There's some claps in chat. Wait, how do you? Oh no, you wouldn't. Okay. I uh I should really have it print out the what you died at threshold. Yes, welcome in, Salad. A very radiant entry. Entrance, I should say. Welcome in, H. English. Good to see you. I hope you're recovering well. I saw your post on Blue Sky about your surgery. You got bone grafts? I've had that done also to fill like the voids where they took my wisdom teeth. It's not horrible. It's not a great procedure to go undergo either. Appreciate it, course. Should bone my graft till I pig. I don't know, something like that. You said watermelon. But yeah, work's been fucking killing me. Um I got my boss man telling us to do stuff that I'm just like, this will not work. Why are you telling us to do this? Our product owner went on PTO and like didn't tell me, and he was like leading a thing. Uh and there's so much like it's so tumultuous right now. It's insane. It's never been like this. It's never been like this. In my case, it's the roof of my mouth. When I can, it's a good story. Yeah, what happened there? Did like your palate fall off? Or your soft palate or something? Anyway, I am interested to hear that. That sounds scary though. Hmm. But yeah, it's been hellish over the past, frankly, few months. More so the last few weeks. There's just been so much happening. And I'm like important or something. I don't know. I have people like that need me to do things and can't be autonomous. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know people don't like to talk work too much, but Mr. Two Mice, hello Lotus, welcome in. Um, yeah, I'm hitting my 10 years. I've hit my 10 years at this company in a few months. I thought it was like September. It's actually closer. Um, yeah, and I might actually consider leaving. I don't know yet though. I don't know. Or maybe I just like transfer somewhere else in the company. Wow, we are like grotesquely red right now. What the hell? Thank you for dot check. And then just like corporate stuff in general, like our company C-suite is like, uh, it's so bad. What is 7 years current team? Yeah, current team. Because I've been here. I was an intern at this company. Rest in peace, Salad. Twice killed today. Yeah, because I was an intern when I was in college around 2015, and your tenure stays, which is nice. You went to the that's so topical. Like jingles. That's crazy. In the USA for a year. Unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. But yeah, so that's work. What else we got going on? Can I? Yes. Yo. What the hell? What the hell is Ty Misi been cooking? I went on a blender bender last weekend, roughly, right? If I have my time frame right. And I did up a couple things. I did up Forest's little save icon. That's what that is, right? That's not an actual technological product. That's just an icon. That never exists in the real world, right? That's my brother-in-law said when I showed him this. He's like, "You made a save icon?" I'm like, "No, I made a floppy disk." uh, and then Verisimila's she said it's her eye. I thought it was her logo, but it is also like her eye. No, I not iris. I guess like the whole thing. And it was fun. I've been having fun like rendering stuff. And doing a little bit of shading. And it's a good time. It's a good time. Converting these themselves to like the right output though is kind of annoying. Because I want them to be like transparent GIFs, but GIFs like are kind of weird about the alpha channel. And then you could do a WebP, but no one likes WebPs, even though they actually kind of work. And then if you try to do a video, it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of tricky, but I'm getting better at it. So this was fun. Definitely more of these. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Are going to happen out of the blue. Love the rotation. Yeah, I had this one. Oh, it keeps flickering on my screen. You're seeing Blender peek through. Interesting. Yeah, Vera's logo. That the doing animations in Blender is. I mean, obviously, this is simple animation. But it's just like rotate on X and Y and Z on specific interval across, and then it just kind of because I want like a gyroscope effect. It's not quite a gyroscope effect, but it's like close enough. Project Prod Z fighting, kind of. I don't know why it's happening in OBS. OBS doesn't really Z fight. I love Blender animation. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've never done anything with it until like last weekend. So that was our little side projects. Those aren't necessarily part of the secret project docket, but they're similar. We'll get there. It's a big animator before the times. Oh, nice. Yeah, you and anime a lot. Yeah, you and like Tamegi were seemed like you had quite a lot of animation experience in the before times, which is cool. But yeah, printing, Printma. I've been doing a bunch with that. That is part of the secret project docket. I'm afraid to say, but you will all see what I have done. Uh, near the end of June. That's kind of a big hint there, but but I have so many fun colors now, and I'm getting better at like some of the finer detail stuff. That was so threatening. It is a threat. I am threatening you. No, I would never. Uh, I'm getting a little better at the fine detail stuff. I have if you know how 3D printing works, the nozzles have different diameters, and the smallest one that I know of, I don't know if there's one smaller than this, is point 0.2 millimeters, which is quite fine. And I did something with that recently that came out really nicely. Two minor imperfections on it, but nothing that like you can tell at a distance. You will all see what I've done. You will know. You will know printing what I have accomplished. The only way we can see it all at the same time would be to be sure bright enough to be seen over the horizon. Yeah. Yeah, so that's been fun. Yeah, again, you'll see what I've kind of cooked up in a bit. But then unfortunately Bamboo Studio broke again. That's fun. That's like the constantly fun thing on Linux. Um, it wasn't Bamboo Studio really, it was some other sub dependency that got updated and it broke things. Um, which is annoying. And I'm still trying to figure out how to like get it working again. I think honestly what I have to do is just like use the Flatpak and fucking go back to an Xorg session. Because it still has the Wayland NVIDIA issue. But yeah. Did I not finish this slide? Fuck. Maybe not. Yeah, Offkai. It's coming. It's arriving. It's inevitable. It's like literally a month away. I've talked about it before, but like, yeah, if you're gonna be there, like, fucking link up. There's like 1,000 people going. Not really, but like, there's a lot of people from the green circle, that are gonna be going. I know Fizzbuzz, and he's talked about it on stream. So, uh, I'll be on iPad. Okay. Oh, are you gonna be on Jake's? Are you gonna be on Jake's robot? Jake Crate stuff? Can we shout out? He hasn't streamed in a while. That's fine. Jake creates stuff. Oh, he changed his profile picture? That's nice. And Ari's gonna take me around. Oh, nice, nice. She's bringing one? Cool. Yeah, I know Jake is bringing one. He built like a little I don't know if segway is the right word, but it's on wheels. I think I know at least one person that might appear on it. But we'll see. I don't want to spoil anything just in case. Seriously considering maybe going to Offkai one year. Does involve going on an airplane? Yeah. Bug on the military drone. Bug VT on a fucking Q9 Reaper hovering around the San Jose Convention Center. That'd be awesome. It's gonna go this year, but I moved into my savings. Yeah, yeah, that's all right. Those things happen. Yeah, next year definitely. Also, Forrest, did you buy your ticket yet? I think you mentioned you might have not yet, unless you still were unsure of. Well, oh, yes, I am calling you out. You specifically, Salad Forest. I'm not sure still. Okay, that's understandable. That is understandable. My offer still stands. Like I said, I have um I booked a room with two beds just in case like someone needed a room. I don't mind that at all. Call upon your milkmaid. Yeah, calling all milkmaids for Forest here. But yeah, this will be really fun. I'm really excited for this. Yeah, another diatribe on free and open source software real quick. Jesus Christ. It's so frustrating. Things keep breaking. With like updates, and I'm like studious about my updates, and ugh. Clearly we said with two queens, they meant something. Yeah, that was crazy, Forrest. Like when someone says I booked a room with two queens, it means the bed size, not that I have like two lovers or something, or two women I put on a pedestal with me. Like, my goodness. You don't get that kind of gay joke anymore. All women are queens. Damn, Taimisi got game. No, I have zero game actually. It might even be negative, but who knows? So, whatever. Um, yeah, anyway, free and open source software. Things keep breaking and it's annoying me to death. And I think I need to like, I just want to build a new computer, man, and reinstall Arch or just reinstall Arch. Anyway, it's not super important. Just know like if I do this, we'll have some downtime, uh, due to technical issues on the stream probably. I'm getting everything back up again. Although it's actually not that bad. I have most things saved somewhere, configuration wise, so that's good. Gamers rise up, maybe. It's not what a queen is. Am I really here? Welcome in. Wait, wait. I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, that's my complaints about I love free software. I love free anything really. But damn, I just want things not to break when I update. That's it. Future stuff. We talked about this before in the retro from last time a little bit, but man, I've been struggling to plan stuff, and I do apologize for that because I mean, IO. Well, hmm, I'm beholden, I would say. Maybe I don't owe you guys, but I'm beholden, and I love doing this. I love having y'all here and talking with the fellas, who are bright pink now. Beholds you, holds me gently, maybe. Looks like Simba in The Lion King. But yeah, I've been struggling to plan things just because of like, you get done with your corporate job and then you just want to not use your brain for the next, 16, well, not 16 hours, more like 12-ish. And it fucking sucks. It sucks. Oh, to be held gently like hamburger by a queen. That is good. We gotta get hamburgers at Offkai. I think we all collectively owe Prod like 1,000 hamburgers or something. That'll be good. But yeah, so I'll try to get better at this. Today was actually planned because I was tinkering with the throwing module in Snack Studio. I was like, oh, this actually seems nice, and we can probably In-N-Out invasion. Yeah. I can't remember if it's Whataburger or In-N-Out that I don't like. Well, no. Okay, let me rephrase that. I don't like the French fries. The burger I had from one of those two was good. It was when I was in Arizona, like 2 years ago. I don't remember what they have there. Found when taking long periods off work, they simply veg in this time also. I can just use to home equals veg. The problem is I work from home, so it makes it way easier. In-N-Out fries are bad. Okay, yeah, that's the one. If you get them well done, what's a well done fry? Gonna go hard if you're having a stroke though. I don't know if I want to have a medical emergency to enjoy a one purveyor's French fries, but maybe. But yeah, I think you're right. Bug In and Out was what we had. Their burger is good. The burger is good, but their fries were fucking awful. And I remember it was like for a friend's wedding, and we had all just landed basically at the airport in Phoenix, and it was me and like two other friends, two or three, I don't remember. Um, and we had to like drive like an hour to get to our hotel or whatever. And we were like, "Do we want In-N-Out?" And we kept like hemming and hawing about it. Eventually, I saw like the sign for one. I was just like, "Fuck it." I hit the exit, and yeah, the fries weren't good. It was, yeah, but the burger was good. The burger is good. Huh. But yeah, so for this, we're gonna add things to the snack fork. Oh yeah, Godot. It's really the Godot thing. We gotta like, I want to get more reps in with it, right? Because we did the window thing for a chat box that was not 100% fortuitous, but we did get some of the way there. And it's really obviously it's hard to do things in someone else's code base is the larger detractor. But even so, I think maybe just starting something from scratch might be the way forward. We'll figure it out though. And then there was the idea we had with VCV for like a Twitch integrated module. But I've taken VCV has not been part of my audio setup in here in quite a while just because of like the crunch factor that we encountered with it running. It definitely puts a strain on Pipewire, I think. I'm not totally sure though. So welcome in Meridine. Good to see you. So that's future stuff. Yeah, it's okay. Docket complete. All right, we can go to the meets now. Are you main two? You are main two. All right, be gone. Be gone, LibreOffice. I hate you. Also, you can probably tell my sunglasses are kind of transparent. Uh I did this very quickly before the stream and I had to like recopy the mesh and everything and I didn't color it. So it's the same as the filter background color, so that's cool. It's kind of a fun effect, you know. Bald, hold on. Did that not trigger? Yeah, hold on one sec. This might have disconnected, but let me just I'll do it manually. Uh nope, bald toggle. Boop, boop. Yeah, all neck, no head. All right. God, that's so that is weird looking. All right. What are we doing today? What are we doing today? Okay, the premise. There's a object thrower built in. Now this is content. This is fucked up. I'm kind of worm-like, actually. If I may be so astute. Um Yeah, I think I have to like I think oh, you know what it is? I blew away I had to like totally reset my settings file in Snack Studio because of the VRM changes. Um yeah. That the long Yuki mode's crazy. You know what's fucked up? Like I almost like this more since I don't have to like do the mouth thing, right? And like really accentuate my movements. I'm just a neck with glasses. And that's all I need to be, right? I don't even need a body. We could just like hide the entire body mesh and just be a neck with glasses. That's terrible, actually. That's horrible. All right. Excuse me. So we're in Blender today, and probably a few more times in the soonest. Also, are you tin open? Yeah. I actually like to name things in Blender, unlike every YouTube tutorial like ever. Uh, oh, the neck is also hollow. Yeah, it is, because it's like, actually, is it? Hang on. Oh yeah, it is. I thought I had a face on it. I guess not. That's where I could put snacks. You put snacks in there. But oh yeah, that is looking cool. Yeah, so we're making a can of fish. Not a can of what's that slogan? Cano, there was some jingle. It was can of something. I don't remember what it was. Not coming to me. But we're gonna model a can of fish here. So you guys can throw it at me because people love throwing things at streamers. And there's a built-in module in Snack Studio that we should be able to just make a scene, and we'll have to look at the code. A scene which would probably just be the object in like a 3D view, and we'll add that to there, and then I'll re-enable the command for it. I already have it like set up and everything. Yeah, so let's kind of get into it. So this is actually confusing having OBS up. I'm like looking at that viewport instead of the real. So let's get into it. Should be, this is not centered. Can I center you? GX. That's about center. And actually, I want to size this. So I could have looked up scale, no dimensions. I want this to be kind of accurate. I could have looked up these dimensions, but instead I just used my calipers and on an actual can of fish I had. I am surprised by how precise the measurements are on this. So it's this is a weird song. Anyway, x-axis. So yeah, the measurements that scale on this guy are fuck. No, it's just a factor of I need this in millimeters. I don't really want to change my units. I'll just do that. So yeah, it's like 105 millimeters by 60 by uh 25. And I was like, huh, that's actually very precise. Like, because I had my calipers on it and it was like dead on. I was like, that's pretty good actually. Um, this is gonna be really small, isn't it? This is gonna be really fucking small. Hmm. Well, no matter. 60, no, not 60 meters, 0.060. And then our Z is 0.025. There we go. Okay, maybe this will pose a problem, actually. Let's actually just do this in. I don't want to make it 105 meters. What's the conversion? If I do like, I don't know, 10.5, yeah, that's probably reasonable. And then 6 by 2.5. So that's kind of like roughly where we'll be at. Modern manufacturing is insane. My flooring is made out of 300 by 1500 millimeter tiles. There's no invisible gap. We can still take 2 out from anywhere and swap them, and they just drop in. That's pretty good. That's pretty impressive. So yeah, this is roughly our dimensions. So sort of a shape here. So we'll do, and I want you in our base. Hello. Me into object mode, thank you. There we go. Tin mesh. And what I like to do here is, in terms of workflow, I very much like to like do everything, and then once I have everything set with like modifiers, before applying modifiers, put them in a copy. Just because like destructive transforms are hard to obviously undo, um, unless you are actively in the project still. So let's see. So we need to bevel. And I was looking at how to do this, and it still kind of eludes me. Yeah. Oh, hey, there we go. So how round do we want this? Again, I'm looking at my 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 tin of fish I have before me. We're basing this off a Patagonia provisions, sardines and coconut curry. That doesn't actually matter. Um, yeah, it has. It's quite a bit more of a rounding than this. Um, right. So that's like low detail, increasing it, really increasing it. Except we don't need it to be. You know what it is? It's good. It's a rectangle. I wonder if we bevel the square or the cube first and then stretch it out, because you can see like these are not totally uniform. Although it's going to be so small, I don't even know if that actually matters. It's like, uh, it's kind of like a piece of soap, like a bar of soap. But yeah, it just looks weird on the ends here. Hmm. I think that's fine though. So it's gonna be like an incredibly short stream. It might be. We'll find out. So let's go on this face. Excuse me, this face. And we need to. Ooh, this will be tricky. Can I loop? Nope, that's not what I want. That's also not what I want. Shift. Okay, that's almost what I want. So it's going to be awkward, I think. So what I want to do is kind of have like the wrong selection here. I also don't want it to be a loop, actually. So I want to bring this down, but not like the whole thing necessarily. So let's go to this. Let's grab these guys. And then G. No. No, that's not what I want. So I want to inset kind of around the rim. That's what we want. If we just turn on X and Y. So we do that. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. That is pretty much what we want, although this will be a little awkward. So I kind of want to grab like a lot of this, but not all of it, right? Grab the inner side. And pretty much after, I guess, like, we get this inner curve. Grab these. Actually, let me do top down. Actually, that won't help us because we'll get the other ones on the bottom. There's probably better ways to do this, but it's all right. I'm very used to when I do this, like individually selecting vertices for certain things. But I guess it depends. I'm very sculpting averse, I think. Not that there's anything wrong with the sculpt tool. It's just normally I don't need to use it. And if you do, you want a lot of geometry because otherwise, you're not going to be able to modify things at a high fidelity. Amount of time is crazy. it's really only like this is normally I'm not dealing with this many vertices, Mel. So it's not that bad. But in this case, like because of how we beveled it so detailed, it is. But you can usually make quick work of it. It's not that bad. So I just really want to be able to kind of push this in. Yeah, there we go. So if we do GZ, lower that. Okay, and immediately that's actually going to be a problem. Fuck. Oh. Oh, I know what to do. We actually don't even need this. Hang on. Hang on. We're gonna lose some height here, but that's fine. Because I'm just gonna delete all of these and make a flat surface on the top again. So we really only need the bottom to be rounded. All right, that's everything. Delete vertices. Except for the top one. Fuck. God damn it. He says it'll be easy. It's not easy. It's okay. We can. No, you're going to be a bastard and do the wrong one. This is my hubris. Hubris of man. I feel like if people only knew my Blender work from everything I do on live, they would think I'm the most incompetent person out there. I swear I'm not. I swear I know what I'm doing. It's just not very efficient. I'm also usually not dealing with curves and stuff. Like I'm dealing with like much simpler geometry. Do you make this kind of radical? Thank you. Yeah, we'll get the eyes working in time. It's just it was such a pain when we did it live, and then like I've made some progress um on my own, just trying to like figure it out. Delete. Okay, that's actually what we want pretty much. We just need the rest of them. Because I do want it to work. It's just it's very tricky with existing geometry. And again, like I mentioned earlier, even adding this, like just this, these classes, to the existing armature was like really annoying. It's very annoying. But we will get there. Although I actually already am at a point where I would like to potentially make a V2. Um, although it's kind of hard, right? Because like if we count what I think I did well with this model, I did the hair pretty well, I would say. I did the pants pretty well and the shoes, which you never really see. Like, you can zoom out, although I'm kind of in the floor. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you see my kicks, right? Pretty good. We're in the floor still here. I don't know why. I need to fix that. But yeah, the pants are pretty good. The jacket is not bad. The neckline is like the worst part of it though, just because it's like an awkward geometry. Mainly because like you can see this, that's probably really small for you actually. Zoom in a lot, maybe. I had this like seam here, for like the zipper, and doing that like added a lot of nonsense to the collar. Um, so like some of the inner workings here are not great, but let's zoom me back in. It's a little too much. But yeah, so we did stuff well, but there's always obviously things I did not do well. And those are the things I'd want to correct or redo, I would say. And then also like really making distinct meshes because of like the different toggles you can do in here. Because you can obviously toggle the bald, toggle the glasses. Not right now because the glass mesh is different since I had the new one. Fit check indeed. Welcome in, chickadee. Yeah, and so yeah, there's a lot of improvements. Obviously, there's everything in life you can improve on to some degree. Um, it's whether or not you want to or not. It's the important factor, or need to, I would say. And for us, I think there's some definitive things we can do. And I'm also tempted to like commission it, but I don't know. I put so much work into it, and like in terms of one doing it, but also two, turn myself a little more, learning everything. Right? It's a good thing to learn new things. And I learned quite a lot. You learn how to do certain things with geometry. You learn how to texture. You learn rigging. And rigging is actually not that hard, I would say. It's just because people conflate the two, and they go hand in hand. All right. But there's rigging, which is, in my mind, simply making the skeleton and making sure everything's lined up right. Like that's your base rigging. But then the fucker, the fucker that does make it hard is weight painting. And Blender's pretty good at this point, I would say, of automatic weights being like good enough, right? Good enough where like you probably don't need to tweak too much. For a normal, I would say humanoid model. If you're non-humanoid, like you're doing a non-humanoid model, that gets a lot harder. Um, but with the little things, if there's something that like is just a little off, that's where weight painting is like kind of annoying. Everything I do is non-humanoid. You're quite humanoid, Melv. You may be a changeling, but like you're mostly Homo sapien in fixture, I would say, rather than like an octopus with like your tentacles and stuff, or a squid, brighter squid fawn, as they might say. Mal, okay, canonical question that you have to answer immediately. Um, your tentacles, do they taste like calamari, and do they grow back, and can you put them in a can? I guess that's three questions, but still. I wanted to be way more monstrous, but Shrimp didn't make it that way. I want like a big tentacle arm. I could see that as like an add-on potentially to like your current live 2D potentially. That'd be cool. Right. Wow, that took a while. So now we can loop this and fill. And then can I do the thing with the eye? Yes, we can, sort of. Oh, it's going to be awkward though. Wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's perfect. Oh no, they don't grow back. They don't grow back. I have to take a new identical form, has those tentacles back, and can't get anything with enough effort. Hmm. I guess maybe I don't understand changeling lore well enough. That might be my problem. I don't know. I assumed changeling was more like a shapeshifter, but I guess that's probably not the case. Scale that. I did measure how much this inset is. It's like 3 millimeters, but People think I just grow back limbs, but I can't. I have to take another shape that has those limbs again. Ah. Interesting. Okay. I kinda understand. Now, are you a problem? Can I see? No, you have an edge. Okay. That's not quite what I want, because again, I'm looking at my can here. Ah, the edge has a lip also. It's gonna be so small. Does it actually matter? It's just like a rounded rectangle. I'm worrying so much about this. Well, my ulterior, well, it's not even an ulterior motive. Secondary application, I would say, of this would be like for the fish game, but that I would actually want to be a bit more higher detail. But we can kind of get our reps in with this guy, I think, and probably be fine. So can I loop? Actually, do want. Ooh, this is gonna be awkward. Looks pretty good so far. Thank you. I'm realizing though, like with this geometry, I want to like inset this. How do I? I can't loop tool this necessarily. No, that keeps gonna be the wrong thing. Um, oh, well, I guess I can do faces. So do GZ on you. You're not gonna be beveled though. That's like the annoying thing. Because on the bottom of a if you've ever had a can of fish, the bottom usually is kind of indented, and then it's kind of like mold pressed in. And then on the long outer edges, you'll have what do you even call this? I guess your resting point. Then like there's the void underneath. I don't have a picture of like the bottom, but you probably understand what I'm saying. Like this would be like inward, not a signward. Cheesy. Bit inward like that, and then it's like these guys. Like that kind of edge would still be down. Yeah, I want to be able to loop this. I guess we can select the faces. That might be quicker. Not too many of them either. Something like that. Yeah, it's a lot quicker than doing vertices, I would say. 2 and 2. Yeah. Yep. Nice. Grab these. Yeah, we can just bring those a little bit. Actually, maybe we can do this and then can we inset? No, that geometry is gonna be weird. Can we bevel it? Turn that down. It's not Crash Blender. I think we have Z fighting. Looks okay. Yeah, we have a little bit of Z fighting here. Can we adjust you width? Let's see here. Segments. Never really know how to adjust the bevel settings. Hardened normals, no. Yeah, this clamp overlap kind of does what we're looking for, but I still think we're a little screwy. Make that 3 with type offsets. I never mess with this. Usually it's like bevel and go, and like you're good to go. Let's bring that back to offset. Hatch. Okay, that kind of does a little bit. Nope, not arc. Keep that sharp. Cut off. Now we want to fill the grid. I don't know what that does. That's kind of weird looking, but eh, I can live with it, I would say. I think we can live with that. Just want to make sure. Yeah, we're not really Z fighting anymore. So that's what I was worried about. The geometry is kind of gross, though. It's a little bit gross. Cause like, what are you even? Yeah, I got like Z's. Come on, I want you in frame. Well, I guess that's still. I worry about overlapping vertices, but these are not. They're just close together. Okay, you can jive with it. Look, I'm not even using these references I put in here. Like, look at these guys. Look at these poor bastards. This is weird, but like, so okay, canned fish, right? I think this is what people expect to see when you get a tin of fish. That's why it's like kind of off-putting. You know, obviously, I also would not want to see, you know, the dead eyes of a little sardine. Yeah, they have mournful eyes. I would not want to see that when I open a can of fish. But this isn't what you see, right? Because they usually cut the head off, right? You know, they're headless, usually tailless. Also, sometimes you'll have some of the tail in, but yeah, it's just you know, it's just like the midsection. It's the fillet, um, as it were. So you're not getting a thing like that. Okay, let's see. So this is our base. So let's add another guy. Get out of edit mode. It's pretty good. And we'll make sure we auto shade smooth. So it'll look nice. Another mesh. I guess a cube will work. Bring you up, scale you way down. Let's just actually make this accurate. 3. And then on the X, we'll do, what did we do on the other eye? 10? So like do 8. Yeah, that's good. I think that's good. Bevel, nope. Edit, bevel. Actually, no, again, I want to do this so it's like perfectly round. Yeah, see now it's like nice and symmetrical. We're going to use this. We're going to use this to do a thing here. Well, ideally. That might be a little weird. I think that's rounded enough. And this will be our inner cut. Let's run out a little bit of detail to this guy. Just bring you up a little bit more. And we want to duplicate this. Actually no, not yet. Let's scale this first. So we did 8. Oh, it doesn't scale uniformly. Oh, that's annoying. Huh. So I want that nice rounded edge to be like all the way through. Hmm. Yeah, we want it nice and round. Let me undo the bevel and just rename this. Yeah, again, this is one of those things I'm not good at. Curved edges. That's like really not my forte. We could just, I mean, we could just do this. Like this is like easy. Excuse me. Control Shift C. back out, control 3. There we go. Then scale it on, nope, scale X. Scale Y. Let's kind of make an oval out of it, right? And then scale Z. The problem is that it's like, it's not a rounded edge rectangle necessarily. Although, I don't know, can we do that? Optimal display. Maybe. Maybe we can. Control R here. That might do it. I'll do that. Sure. What I want to do is GG. Bring those in. You're not going to be symmetrical, are you? Can we do this on our y-axis? Is that no? Yeah, there we go. Okay. GG. Bring that over. Actually, give us a top down here. Hello? Can you line up for me? There we go. Yeah, and then GX. Well, I want it to be squished, but not that squished. And let me loop cut here. Yeah, that's a little better. There we go. That is closer to what I want. However, these corners are still kind of sharp in a way. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I'll scale it like that. Okay. Now I want to copy it. Put it in. Inner cut hole. We're going to scale this down and along the Z quite a bit. Scaled on the Y, excuse me, the X. Something like that. So you make a nice little sandwich. No, not really. Yeah, so then we want to add our Boolean to you. Now, look at that. Got a hole cut out. Most fucked up hot dog I've ever seen. It's it's when you cut the hot dog in a manner where it'll basically just like do the midsection and then you do that with like 3 of them and then you lay them flat on your bread. It's called the flat dog. Dogs akimbos that are more disrespected. No, it's good. It's good. All right, so scale you on the Z again. Yeah, there we go. That's looking good. GZ, actually that's not gonna work because we need these applied together. GZ, go into this. I want you mostly lined up on your midsection. That's good. That's good. Will this actually do the geometry I'm looking for? I hope it does. I hope it does. Add another Boolean to you. And then, aha! Beautiful. It's a little deep actually. It's a little deeper than I want. That's actually really deep. Let's scale this back. So I guess both of these. Scale on the z-axis. Flatten that sucker. Yeah, that's nice. It's our little sort of, what do you call that? It's not a cantilever. It's kind of an inset, right? It's nice. A trench, if you will. So that's that guy. Man, this leading edge is like really the dog trench, yeah. Can we oh, can you loop? Thank you. I don't know if I can inset this. We extrude like that. That's not gonna do it for us because that's just like extra. Yeah. Maybe we can do this. Let's see if this will work for us. If we do E, click G. No, because it's not going to, actually, let's look. So you're 1 point. Yeah, just extruding this is not the play. So I want this to just be like I don't want this to be like a thin edge. I want it to be a bit thicker. How do we do that? Maybe we bevel again? I don't know. I feel like that'll just not work well. Oh, hey, okay. Oh, actually, that's fucking perfect. What the fuck? Hell yeah. I was workshopping this for myself yesterday. Uh Also just for like another thing I'm working on. How to bevel like a flat edge so it's kind of rounded. I was having so much trouble with it, but that's actually pretty fucking good. And we can probably scale it. No, scaling that's gonna look weird. Scale it on Y. That's kind of strange. I think we can be happy with that. I like that. That's pretty good. Oh, geez. Jump scare. Look at that. Okay, okay. See, I told you I was competent. I told you I knew what I was doing. So I guess tin. I'm looking at my guy here. So you have that kind of divot. You can see it on the picture. Well, actually, this doesn't have it. Sometimes there's a divot here, so you can get like a little bit more purchase on opening the tab. I think we'll add that. So that's an easy one because that's just a cylinder. Mesh cylinder. I want it to be somewhat high detail. Let's go 64. And then GZ. Where do we want you? We want you on the right side. Let's bring you over, scale you down. Let's see here. Do we do what kind of pull tab do we want to do? Do we do corner or center? Hmm. I'm staring at this can of fish. I don't really like functionally. I don't really like corner pull. I think center pull is better feeling. I understand corner pull probably making more sense in that you have geometrically, um, I guess what you'd call a shape that is more easily deformable. Because it's kind of sharper. It's sharper, so when you pull and you push in, it's gonna break that seal a little bit easier than like a flat edge. That could like kind of bend in a weird way. But visually and on the pull, I like center tabs more. So I think we'll do a center tab. So this can still be here. I think that's just looking at my reference. I think that's good. I'm learning so much lie. There'll be a quiz on this. It'll be the mathematics and the physics of what what position on a can of fish or any can really uh is better for opening it for the pull tab. Welcome in, Kiram. Good to see you. Even though I cranked my sliders, my expressiveness is still lacking. We're modeling a can of fish, Kiram. We're discussing the physics of a center pull tab versus a corner pull tab. And then of course you have key tabs, right? Like what this guy has. This is not used like anywhere anymore except for like old MREs that I know of. Obviously because like this is just like this key is it's more material, right? And even though it's like steel or aluminum, it's still extra cost. It's better just to have a pull tab. Um, and also like the rolling of this, you're like making this big sharp sort of edge is like more risk to cut yourself probably. It's a whole thing. But the vibe is great. I would say on vibes alone, a key ring twist, rollback is way better. Functionally and economically, though, a pull tab is the winner. Let's see here. So we want another. So you're going to be our tab insets. Go back to here. Do another Boolean. I love the Boolean modifier. I think I've talked about it before. The Boolean modifier is my favorite modifier because it's just like it's clean. It's clean destruction of your geometry. Sorry, that's not what I want. I want you. Okay, that's actually really shallow. You can go down a bit more. And then, yeah, no, because we can do the tidying after, because we'll wanna kind of bevel this a little bit also, because it's not just like it's not a pit necessarily. I'm just doing the texture shading just so I can like see things a little better. All right, that's pretty good. So how do we do this guy? I want to take you, flatten you out. On long Y. We can kind of do a thing here. Um, one 8. Okay. So, okay, actually, where is our starting point? I guess technically you're on here. Realizing my my shaping might not be great, although I think it's just a scale thing. Like we bring this up. Yeah, because the pull tab's actually kind of large comparatively. maybe not that large. Something like that. So 1, bring this on to 8. And I want to draw this just to get a look. Bring it around. Just out of that. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. So now how to do it. I really don't like, unless I just don't know how annotations work, I kind of don't like how there's not like an erase all button that I know of. And also the erase function is like really small. So what should we make you out of? Yeah, okay, let me show you some tech I've been doing. I think this is like, well, I don't know. I feel like this probably isn't proper, but it's worked for me. So let's do a path. Where are you even? Where are you? There you are. This is going to be hard to see. Yeah, that's incredibly hard to see because it's fucking orange. Let's bring you over here. So something I've been doing for very, curved edge geometry is using a path and making the shape, but then actually we want this. Wow, can I really not edit this with fucking symmetry? I don't think I can. That's fine. But yeah, just like making a path and then turning the path into a mesh and solidifying it. That has worked pretty well. I don't know if that's like even remotely the proper thing to do, but I like it. I like doing it. And with these things, it's really all about what works for you. There are proper ways to do things, but then there's also actually I want to make this a little symmetrical. You and you. Then there's like the way that works and you like. You know, it's all in the eye of the beholder or something. I'm gonna meet you guys up here. Then we'll Alt C just to kind of bind them. And actually, let me get rid of our mesh here. It's kind of in the way. Bring these down. And before I even like bothered with the curve tool and like the path and everything, I would normally just like if I had to make something sort of complicated, um, that's not like, flat square shapes. I would just like use a plane and just like extrude the vertices to make the shape. The problem is you get a lot of ununiformity when you do that. Whereas, oh, I'm sorry, Kirim. I had my chat up. Hold on. I didn't want to scam you. Bald. We'll toggle bald. There we go. I gotta have that reconnected. I didn't test it before, so but yeah, but if you're making a plane and you're just trying to like shape something, you get a lot of non-uniformity, whereas the curve, like, is doing an actual curve. What if whatever algorithm, there's like Bezier curve in here, so maybe it's potentially just that. I don't know how much I care about this being super precise. We'll get it close enough. Yeah, you just kind of feel it out. See what works. Gonna bring you like that. It's a little bit wide there. It's okay. And then we can smooth it. So yeah, smoothing it is good, but that's gonna do that. So let me just bring you back up. Scale these out. Bring you down. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay. So let's kind of copy our stuff over real quick. Back out of that. Shift. Hold on. Control C, Control V. And again, that's all before we destroy meshes and everything, as we have not applied our modifiers yet. So that's our guy. Let's get our cuts out of here. Very nice. You are our pull tab. Okay. Well, I drink some water. Ooh. So yeah, so now with this, we can do first object, convert, mesh. When you can see, you got all these nice vertices, a lot of them joined together, and pretty nice and uniform. Take that, fill it, add a modifier, solidify. Our face is probably no, our face is actually the right way. Okay, that's excellent. It doesn't need to be that thick, or like 0.15. Yeah, good. And now we can start sort of destroying it. So we need kind of that inset there and a hole there. So if we get our mesh out of the way again, go with this, and then we can make another curve, do a path, and you're at here. So bring you in, rotate, tab. And then just kind of start shaping this about. Bring these way out. Whoops. Not quite like that. Yeah, we're gonna need a bit more. It's kind of a sharp turn here. So let's kind of just bring these guys in. Sort of extrude. I guess I could have done a circle. Uh, Circles are kind of weird. If you're trying, if you're not doing like a perfect circle, I have felt they kind of get more annoying than not to really get the shape you want. Yep, just gonna outline it. I'm okay with this just being a hole and not like really beveling it that much. And also the lighting on this makes it a little weird to see where that angle starts. It's more just like the reflection. Come on. To here. Just bring these guys close together. Kind of like that, like that. Oh, it's so hard to see. Hmm. I'm like squinting. It's not very uniform. Again, it's the lighting that's kind of making this weird for me. Is there not a way for me to rotate this while still having a top visibility? Zooming in and out. Ooh, not quite. Around, around, around. I mean, I guess we could have just done like a we could have just done a cylinder cut here, but whatever. We'll be a little detailed. Close those. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's gonna help us actually. Close that loop in. Hello. My camera controls got weird there. There we go. I like Blender in that I'll always click some assortment of keys either by accident or on purpose and then without remembering what it does. And then you're like kind of in some weird mode and you're like, how do I get out of this? How the fuck do I get out of this? Like, for example, if I press O, I actually can't even see the thing. Well, it turns something on. You probably wouldn't notice it because it's very small in the menu. But then you start moving points around. You're like, why are these other ones moving? What is happening? Well, it's because you pressed zero, or sorry, you pressed O, and you turned on proportional editing, which then moves other things relative to their surrounding neighbors. At least is my understanding of it, which is useful. It's useful for some stuff. Um, for this, I don't want it. I think that's fine. So what are you? Tune base. You are our pull tab pull back out, copy in, go in. And needs a rename view. You're also pull tab. All right. And then objects. The right one? Yeah. Actually, no. Hold on. Will you get destroyed if we smooth you? No. Hold on. Smooth. Nope, that's still good. It's more on the inner side. Maybe we just do that. Just not worry about this reflection. We'll just do the inner. That way it's not inconsistent around this radius. Or sorry, circumference. Must I be scorned by people who care about geometry? Ah, which I'm sure there are some. Yep. Bring you a little bit more. Good. And then smooth. Kind of win it a little bit more, but that's fine. Except now we have to recopy. We'll tab whole. C, E. Get that out of here. All right, nice. Now we can convert this guy to a mesh. It's a nice mesh. Nope, that's not what I want. Actually, I need to bring you up so we're not like zoomed all the way down there. And I want you, oops, above a fill back, modify, solidify, what, 0.3? Aha, you did the weird thing. Sometimes the faces are like flipped in a weird manner. Um, that's fine. So go here. Let's auto shade smooth. Did I do that on you also? Shade auto smooth. There you go. Beautiful. GZ. Right. I'll make a nice little cut. We go here. Add our modifier. Boolean. Bring you down. I guess that's always pinned to the bottom. That's right. Cut. Oops, not that guy. Nice. That's pretty good. All right. Do we want to do all the detailing work on you? Not entirely. I'm gonna say no to that. I think maybe we'll just do like a cylinder. Yeah. I think we'll just do that. Save. Let's add another mesh. Let's do a cylinder. 64, good. Scale. Bring you about over here. Let's kind of just line it up with this. That's about good enough. Out. GZ. Where are you? You need to be in base. Pull dash tab dash connect. Okay. And then we'll just add another Boolean modifier. Man, I've been like locked in the past like fucking 20 minutes. Someone distract me real quick. Okay. Yep, that's good. So now if we bring it all together, mesh, so I'm gonna lower you down. One. Oh, actually, hold on. Because we need to move all these together because we're not destroying them yet. Just need you to go a little below. Yeah, that there looks like a sardine can sardine tin to me. Let's get this picture out of the way. I really don't like the bottom, but I think that's like the best we can do. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see about coloring this. So the pull tab, we got the mesh. I want to unwrap you like a present. Oh God, where do we even do the mesh? Where do we even do the seams on this guy? So do UV editing. Yes, add a new image. I wasn't sure if we wanted to like do art on this or not. We could do something rather than just like a metal can. So yeah, let's do that. 1024 is probably enough resolution. Huh. Trying to think. Tin base. Okay. And then, ooh, that is certainly interesting. Okay. Huh. All right. Texture paint. What is this big fucking circle? What are you? Well, anyway, let's bring this up. So we want the whole thing basically to be silver. How do we get silver out of this? Just like that. Oh, I need to open it. All right, you don't have the texture yet. Tin mesh texture. Control Z. Was it Alt S? Alt S. Yep. Tin base. Save that. Yes. Let's add a new material. Oh, wait. Why is Blender so... Hold on. Oh, I didn't realize this was not fully in here. Wait, actually, why is this... There we go. Why did I have this cropped before? That's weird. So this whole thing is weird. What's happening? I don't know why it has like a black border around it. Unless, wait, hold on. Okay, that's still not quite right. That's, hmm. Sorry, I'm like, like, why is this like not in my viewport correctly? Okay, you just really don't want to scale normally. All right, fine. Fine, OBS, be like that. Okay, good enough. Go back in here. Okay, something weird. Hello? Okay, that was odd. It was not letting me put my mouse cursor back in. All right, material, surface. We want, no, not that. Base color, image texture, tin base. Wow. All right. So how are you unwrapped? What is our top here? Not that. Is it you? Yeah, it's you. Well, maybe. Huh. Yeah, we need to unwrap this a little bit better, I would say. Oh god, how do we even do seams on this guy? Yeah, give me that. Um, where's the thing? Do it be in object mode? No. Shear, smooth. Is the smooth? There we go. Mark seam. Okay, so that should be. Oh, I see. Yeah, interesting. So that's that. That's our top surface. Um, and the rest. So if we unwrap, wow. Okay. Very interesting. So you're our face, I'm gonna say, right? So if we go back into this, yes. I'm gonna scale you down. Put you like right here. Because then the rest, can we turn the guy on? Is it you? Yes, excellent. Yes, the rest is all this. Actually, we don't even see. Wait, what happened? Oh, there it is. Okay. You're part of something else, though, aren't you? It's like, huh. So we're not even getting our, unless it's this. No, you're a bottom face. So maybe you. No, that's an edge. It might be whatever that is. No, it's a corner. Oh, I see. I see. Maybe. Maybe. Nope, you're the bottom. What? And you're that corner? It's because of the Boolean modifier. Do we need to like apply that like right now? We have a copy. Did we copy everything? So enter pull tab. So yeah, enter cut hole, pull tab, connect. No, we didn't grab that yet. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Okay, now I think we're kind of safe to start destroying geometry. Mesh. I want which one? Is it intercut? I think it's you. I think it's you. Apply. Yeah. Okay, there's the geometry I was looking for. All right. But we have one more. We have, yeah, this guy. Apply. Oh, you were already in there somehow. Why is the other one not? That's weird. No, regardless. So now we can, I want to hide these guys real quick. Can I mark a seam here? Actually, I don't really care about that. Mark you. And then you. Just make sure I don't have anything else selected. Boop. You and you. Mark. So now, in theory, unwrap. Okay, that's a little better. Take you. Whoop. So I want to make one corner where, oh, whoops. Oh. Huh. Maybe don't mark this as a seam. Let's clear that. Let's unwrap again. Okay, yeah. We just want the top to be its like own holistic item, and that gets us there. Ooh, except not exactly. You have some weirdness happening here. Because you're connected, but maybe we just don't mark this as a seam either. It's always kind of tricky, I found. And like what should and should not be a seam implicitly. Just unwrap again. What did I just do here? Clear seam. Okay. Okay. So now we have the top of the tin. Although if we select it still does the edge. Hmm. Because like if we do that, ugh. How do we make these not? It's like I want to move this without moving that, right? Hmm. Interesting. I'm trying to remember how this works in terms of having one mesh be one color, but then selecting like a face and applying something else to it. Because like in here, yeah, that whole thing. Maybe we only care about these though. That's like okay, that's just a fucking trapezoid. Okay, fine, fine. It'll be a trapezoid. Okay, let's unwrap this again. Sure, whatever. Uh, Alt S, tin base. Let's go into this. Yeah. We're just gonna fill. Bu- bu- bu. Fill. All right, it's pretty good. And we want to apply the same thing basically to our pin, or now the tab. So back to layout. Let's bring you guys back. We can apply these, pull tab. Actually, get rid of those. Get rid of, no, not you. You. And then, actually, we can apply our solidify, apply our Boolean, boom, boom. Nice. Texture. Should I wait? Did I not? Oh. I guess I didn't. Should be tin base. Tin base. Yeah. Yeah. Am I crazy? Did that color change? That was something else. Should you be the same color? No, it's usually shinier. Yeah, actually, let's go with that actually. UV editing, give me a new picture. You don't really have to do this, like making an image as a flat color, because in the shader, you can kind of just apply a thing. That was good. Thank you. Was that too loud? The audio levels on the Korg are kind of weird. It sounds incredibly quiet for me. It's good volume. Okay, good. I did some testing like a while back after I like adjusted how it did things. Should probably revisit some of the patches for that at some point. I like Dead Man's Horn. That's a good one. Let's see here. So pull tab. Did we make a new image? No. Pull tab. Not underscore. We don't like Pascal case. New image. Alt S. Save it. And then I'll make a new, get rid of that. New texture. This is just pull tab. Because this guy can be shiny. Not underscore, you bastard. You silly fool. Yeah. Yeah. Base color. Image texture. Pull tab. Is the other one fine actually? You're 10 base, yeah. Then texture paint. Or sorry, go with UV editing actually. Unwrap. What happened here? Weird. Is that really? Are you really that? Oh, it's because I'm using fucking the paint fills still. That's what I want anyway. Whatever. So you're gonna be a good deal shinier. It just needs to be kind of silver. I'm actually not even sure if the sort of shading we do to it will apply in Next Studio. I'd like for it to. I just don't actually know. Not really my wheelhouse. It's a weird yellow. Let's put that more on the blue side. That's a fine gray. Save it, and then we'll go back to the base. And you sort of like a bronze-ish, maybe? So we go more to the yellow. That's kind of close. It's kind of not right, though. Maybe make it a bit brighter. And then trying to dial that in. Maybe like that. It's a little too bright. I think once we get like the metallic in, maybe that'll fix it. I'm really not well versed in color palettes, I would say. That's like too green. I want it pretty bright still. It's just saturation. Ooh. Actually, yeah, let's turn the saturation down a bit more. No, it's not quite it. Voices? The voices? What is this? Diver? Okay, I think that's maybe close enough. Alt S. Save it. All right, nice. Nice. Let's see. Where's the thing? Let's go back to layout. And then I always forget where to do this. Format, frame. Cycles, thank you. We can just do supported. Data, light. What am I looking for? What are we looking for? Where's my world? I always forget where the fuck this is. Unless, do we need a camera? Is that what I'm trying to do? Bam, bam. And then what's Zelly3, welcome in. Good to see ya. We're modeling things. We're doing a model of a sardine can. How the fuck? I always forget how to do this. How to add HDRI Blender. I never remember what frame pane, what pane this is under. I don't want to watch a video. I just want show me the options. Show me where this is done. World surface, right? There we go. Is it image texture? Environment texture. There we go. Goodness gracious. I only have one HDRI, but I like it. I like how it looks. Open that up. If we go in. Ooh, wow. Goodness, my GPU is cooking. Actually, no, it's probably preferences, where interface, no, system, CUDA, yes. There we go. Do not use my fucking CPU blender, thank you. Look at that. It's still a little green. I don't know. It's not the color I want. We can adjust it. I am kind of going off off here though. 'Cause the original thing was not quite this. So the tin base. Actually, no, yeah, if we make it just fully metallic, it's pretty good. And then the pull tab, it's a little much maybe. Can we add roughness? A little rough. I don't really want to go too in depth with the shading because again, I don't even know if this will apply when it's done. Yes, sir. Ooh, actually, do I remember how to make a metal texture? I don't think I do. I don't think I do at all. I might do that later. Because we can add like, how do you add the bump to this? Do I have Node Wrangler? Shift T? Control T? Nope. Nope. Well, either way, that's not bad looking. Look how my camera's just fucking down there. Yeah, I like how that looks. I like how that looks. That's pretty good. Let's get out of that actually. Okay, let me do this real quick. Let's see. I have to like reclone my fork of Snack Studio. I don't know if I want to do that right now or not. Because of permission shenanigans. But let me see if we can edit our fork. I'll probably have to redo this later, but it's fine. We'll kind of experiment. Oh god, that's bright. Load errors, unable to write, unable to write. What the fuck is happening? All right, well, everything's exploded. That's cool. That's very cool. Why did that just happen? File and use locked or lacking permissions. Fuck. Okay. I changed the permissions earlier, I thought. Maybe I didn't. Snack properties, details. Who are you owned by? Yeah, that should be fine. Unless I didn't do recursive on this, for chance. Let's do this actually. Good lord, stop giving me load errors. This is like probably not gonna. Okay, there we go. Let's slash snack work. So we're in an ad. I actually need to use the restroom. We'll be back in a few minutes and try to figure out my Linux permission issues, but we'll be back in a moment. All right. We're done with permission hell, I think. So yeah, that's our model. Let's see if we can get this into Snick Studio. Let me change over. I can just reuse main. Where are you? Where are you? Twitch chat window. Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing. Yep. Okay. And then main, be gone. Main two. It's gonna reset our scaling on this. Actually, wait a minute. Oh. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. My viewport window in OBS, I was conflating it with the layer below it. That's why I thought I wasn't filling the whole thing. Okay. Okay. So now the problem is I think we're still checked out to the wrong place. But I kind of just want to see if like this works. So I know, okay. So we have a thrown objects, the guy here. Object thrower, which is a scene. Script. Oh gosh. Just close all these. So what are you? Object thrower extends mod base. So how do we get this guy in here? I haven't read this by the way. Throw an object queue, cooldown, selectable, select the throwables. Yeah, okay. Quaternion. I don't know what that is. Ready. Boulders with throwables. Okay. Okay. In theory, I think we just add something. We just add an object. Nothing in here should need to be changed, I would hope. um Open. Hello. Objects. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff in here. What are these? What are these exactly? Ooh, GLB. That's what Clonk was messing with the other day. I don't know what file format that is necessarily. Are these all GLB? I don't know what a GLB file is. Oh. Oh. Whoa, what the fuck? This is so insanely detailed. What the hell? Can I show this? Hold on. Uh will can I even see this in my scene selector? Yeah, okay. Can we show this guy? This is one of the models that's like built in. Look at this. What the hell? This is crazy. This is so insanely detailed. B grade. What the fuck? How do we make so how do we make a GLB? Um there's also oh, okay. So then there's just the images. So these are the textures. Wow. Okay. All right, let's Google this real quick. Wonder how to export a GLB. Is that the file type we need? Maybe we already have this. Hold on. Blender. We need to join this actually. So sorry, I'm being silly. which one did we change? Yeah, open selector. Okay. Yes. So let's actually put this in proper framing. There we go. So this guy, that and that, not the camera, not the camera. Let's actually hide all of these. So just the pull tab and the mesh, A, join, save it. And then what? File, export. Okay, that's just, I guess that's just a file type. Sure. Yeah, fine. Animation, not really. Oh, do we need to? Are we smooth? We didn't shade smooth that actually. Hold on. Well, actually, you should be. You should be auto shaded smooth. Why are you not? There we go. Okay. Then also you shade smooth. Apply and apply. Nice. Okay. Now we can join them. Yeah. Save that. Oh shit. This is huge actually. Hold on. Apply all transforms. Because you need to be small. I cannot have this be like the world's largest the world's largest can of fish. 10.5 meters. It's 105 millimeters. So that's a tenth of a meter. So we do 0.105 pocket sized. 0.06. And then actually is that even that's so silly looking. And then okay, the problem is that didn't scale perfectly. So I don't know if 0.025 will actually get us there. It's so small. It's so fucking small. Hold on. Jesus Christ. I should have done this in millimeters. I'm so used to doing millimeters also because of printing stuff. Okay, that's fine. Uh, I don't know if I want to apply the transforms yet. Shit. Hold on. Let's just undo that. I wanna retain this. Okay, perfect. So 0.105. At least this actually works pretty well. Then 0.025. All right. That's our micro scale can. All right, now we can export. Export to GLB, sure, whatever that is. Export it. Okay. Snack Studio. Objects. Create new folder. Do you have to be the same name? No. Not really. Actually, what is our convention here? Doesn't seem like it matters too much. Okay. New folder. Well, it should be capitalized. Sardine 10. Is it with a dash? No, it's underscores or camel case. Let's do, yeah, fine. Sardine 10. Okay. And open my file explorer. Where? Streamer. Blender. What the hell did I name this? Sardines in? Should be able to, can I add this to here? Detected an issue. Oh no. Okay. Interesting. That did not export correctly. How? How? File, exports, include selected objects. And then data transform. I don't have animation on you. Mesh, UVs, normals, material, export, image quality. Yeah. Wow, there's a lot of options with this guy. I think that was the problem. It excuse me. It exported like everything, not just the selection. So I want to delete. Yep, remove. Then let's try that again. Just drag and drop. Tag detected as used in 3D, ending MIP map generation. Huh. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, it looks great. Oh, it even, oh, it's so shiny. Okay. I think that's fine then. Huh. Okay, let me think here. So we need to then, ooh. How does this work? That's just a gun. So we need to add a new scene. Yeah, I think. So let's see. Objects, create new scene. And this would be a 3D scene. I don't know if this is actually, let's look. The inheritance thing confuses me a bit. Open editor. Thrown objects. Okay. So I think we make a new one as a thrown object node. Sardine tin. Okay. This node has no shape. Can't collide. I see. Okay. So we need to add a child node mesh. Mesh instance 3D, sure, I think. Just kind of see what we can do here. Collision shape. Okay. Okay, we got rid of one warning. We have another. Sure. Audio stream player 3D. I don't know if I care about that yet. Sprite 3D. Sure. Sprite. Particles, no. Baking. You're a node 3D. Oops. Aha. Add child node, node 3D. Okay. Now, how do we do things? So what do you have? This node has one connection. Fuck, how do we actually connect this? Hmm. Continually not understanding how this works. I could do something simple maybe. Although the connections make that awkward probably. Shape must be provided for collision shape with function. Create a shape resource for it. If only I knew how to do that. If only I knew how to use Godot. Maybe that is actually probably the better preposition. What if I just copy one of these? Hang on. Don't save. Like, I don't know, I feel like the bit's probably an appropriate example. So delete that. Control C. Duplicate. Yeah, so thrown objects underscore sardine tin. Okay. And then the mesh instance. So it's part of the thrown object scene. You're linked to that. How do we change the mesh? Or I guess the sprites? Rename, duplicates. Huh. What are you linked to? So how do we do this? How do we attach GLB to a node 3D? Porting 3D scenes, sure. It's maybe an old version of this documentation. 3.4. Version of Blender are you on? I think we're on. Wait, is Blender on 4? 4 dot? No, I don't remember. Sporting. Huh. Hmm. Well, it's already imported. I don't know if we have to import it again, right? No. Oh, I just did the. Let's delete these. Remove. So I already have them here. Um. Huh. How do we link this? No. So node 3D creates. But what? So if we look at the other one, maybe, hold on. Yeah, you're a mesh in here. How is it referenced though? Let me go back to. So this is the part where I sit here and say, The entire scene mechanism of Godot is still very strange to me. I don't really understand it. Because like it's menus rather than code to some extent. All right, because we got this. How do we import our guy though? So we need like what, link dot glb to node 3D. Oh, it says on 4.4? Right. Okay. I just want to know how to do this. Yeah, the mesh is just a circle. That's not what we need. That's just that. Or an object bit model. Sardine dash 10. Maybe that's our problem. Ah, okay. However, that's problem. Hold on. We need to delete. Okay. Stain shaded child scene. Okay, that's what we needed. Look at that. Okay. So this is the development version. Hold on. Let's see if we can actually do this. If we hit run, this is gonna run into a problem with my camera, I think. So which one are we running? Modules, mod list. Okay. close this. Yeah. And then if we go, we're not going to have this work implicitly, I don't think. Well, actually, hold on. Let me get my other camera. Dual cam this, I think. So I mischecked. Do I have a camera on OBS still? No, we're good. We're good. Let's go to U, modules, mod list. Media pipe controller, UVC. No, the second one. Okay, there we go. I don't have any facial expressions, that's fine. Object thrower on that. And then, where would you go? Couldn't do this for more than 10 minutes, to be honest. Wait, what? Couldn't do what? Oh, Godot? I thought you were talking about like, I thought you were talking about being here. I was like, that's so mean. Yeah, I don't know. Godot's kind of weird. I want to get better at it. Lol, no what? Yeah, no, you're good. Hold on. I need to re-enable a redeem. Let's see here. Let me turn this on. Actually, hold on. Let's set this up. Let's set this up proper style. Well, as proper as we might be able to do this. You over here. Okay, you're not gonna cooperate, are you? Fine. Fine. Be that way. What's on main 2? It's you. Let's change that. Windows. Oh, can't even fucking show the debug. You've got to be shitting me. You gotta be shitting me. The hell am I trying to do? Where did this thing go? Oh my god. I'm just gonna re-enable it. Where is it? Where is it? Why do I have so many redeems that I don't use? Turn you on. Open our selector. I'm gonna have to just do it over here, I think. Rectangular region. Will this work? Okay, because I have to like click on something else. If someone could redeem the redeem called Tin Sin, and we'll see if this actually works. That was a very loud noise. All right, excellent. Hell yeah. They're like falling out of me. I need to, I think we'll add a, like a wet, that sounds like built in. That's like, because I copied the bit object thrower thing. I think I'll get a sound of like a fish like hitting someone. I think that's what we'll use. Although it is metallic, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Hell yeah, we got there. And I need to like actually get this into my fork. And start using the fork I made actually. This is excellent. This is excellent. Okay, we got there though. Let me hide this rectangular region before like I show shit I don't care about showing. Let's open the selector back up. Can we go back to Godot? Can we please go back to Godot? Okay. Boom. So, what did we learn? Some stuff. I do like the scaling. I think we got the scaling right on it, I would say. But, let's see. Yeah, okay. So it's the whole thing about scenes, right? Like, it's such a weird concept to me because we imported, again, I don't even know what a GLB file is. That's what we needed, I guess. So we imported it, and that's our mesh, and those are our textures, right? And it imports as a scene. It's a packed scene. Okay, well, and I guess, I guess Godot just knows it's a 3D object. So then you add a 3D node, but it's not a 3D node. It's an instance of, right? Or no. The hell did we actually do? Yeah, we instantiate a child scene because this is a scene. Why is it a scene though? It's an odd. I hate semantics. Is what I'm trying to say. And then this, we did when we added this. Are you an instance of? Are you an instance of thrown object? I guess you are, and you have your own script. And it's all inheritance, and I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I fucking hate semantics. Semantics kill me. I've been so worked up about semantics. I like work and shit. Like people calling. I didn't realize I opened San Pellegrino. Hold on. Oh, yeah. People calling like a container an image a container. Dockers, ranchers. It's like, no, shut up. You're wrong. it's they're similar things, but they're not the same. Anyway. Anyway. All right. You don't have actually hold on. No, it's hidden. It's fine. I don't care that it's there. Alrighty. Well, I think we won. So I need to like update and reclone my fork and then re-implement this, but I generally know how to do it now. But yeah, we got there. We made a tin of fish. Hopefully we can use that for the fish game. Um Although that'll need like an actual like rolling open animation. That one, because it's way cooler, probably would use uh a can key, right? Because that's more satisfying visually than a pull tab. But yeah, I think we got there. So thank you guys for hanging out today. It's a little bit of a short one, but we haven't been here in a while, so it's all good. Man, I what do we do? Like, what do we get to do to get our licks in and go Jodo? Aside from like just working in it. We never did the 3D tutorial. Maybe we do that. We did the 2D, and I immediately lost all of that information from my skull. I don't remember any of it anymore. As you can tell, as I flounder around in this freaking program. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm looking at my calendar. What's going on even? What week is it? I don't have fucking June on my calendar. Yet. So tomorrow's day off. Then I have something on Wednesday, so we won't have a witness Wednesday, I'm afraid. Um, and then I'm getting a facial on Saturday. That'll be fun. I've never had one before, and not the other kind, you sick fucks. Don't even say it. I'm going to a spa, okay? Because I have like blackheads and shit. But I want to look pretty. I want to look pretty before off Kai. My sister, I'm still mulling this. My sister offered to do my nails, and I'm like, hmm. Do I go to off Kai with painted nails? I never had my nails painted before. Thanks for stream. Thanks for hanging out, H-Ingles. But yeah, so I guess what I'm trying to say is no schedule yet. We don't know what we're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know where I am. I don't even know where I am. uh but I think we were successful. I will try I'll get this all into Godot and it'll be set up for next time. So you can throw cans of fish at me. It'll be good. I might scale them up. I don't know. I think the realistic scale is good, but maybe they could be a little larger. I don't know. Ooh, actually, could also model Joel too. That might be fun because you can like mix them. You can like mix and match in this next studio. It looks like the different models that get thrown at you. So I think they'll like if you select a bunch, it'll just like randomly pool them together. So that could be fun. Uh, but yeah, I think I'll keep you guys updated on what the schedule will be, what we do next. Maybe we do gaming, right? I want to do Clear Obscure still, and I haven't checked if they fixed the widescreen issue. So maybe that'll be what we do next time. But with that, and hoping they're not ending soon. Hold on, let me just double check. Yeah, they're still around. I haven't rated this person before. Oh god, I just made my chat full screen. Let's see here. Raid. We're gonna say hi to Fizzbuzz. We're gonna say hi to Fizzbuzz. They're doing book club. Uh just be typing in chat. Yeah, they're doing book club right now. Say goodbye, say hi. Raid with Joel, obviously, or 10 fish raid or something. Probably just Joel. We're doing fish stuff, right? And I'll see you next time. I'll see you when I see you. I'll keep you updated on the blue sky on the Discord. Does this command work? I never do this. Discord. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, a good rest of your long weekend. If you're in the States, we got Memorial Day tomorrow. Saluting. Uh, and thank you all so much for hanging out and for chatting. This was good. I always like modeling things. It's fun. But then obviously integrating into Godot is hard. All right. All right. All right. Love you guys. Bye. 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 I'll see you later. Bye.